Hello everybody. I am back today and this is my Tsunami Rose design team project for November, and I wanted to do an autumn junk journal, and a lot of her printables have those really pretty autumn colors in there, and so I was very excited to find a bunch of those, and so I went through and printed a lot of those autumn colored pages off, and then I found some graphic 45 pages in my stash, and everything worked out so good. I couldn't believe it. On the cover, I did a lot of layering and sewing in this one, and that's just one of her printables. And I believe this was from one of those little mini file folders that she has. I used a lot of those, but I didn't use them necessarily as file folders in this one. These are just some paper flowers, or excuse me, leaves. And this is an old book that I had gutted for another project, so I didn't need to do too much to it. So I just layered some, it's not burlap, it's like muslin tweed or whatever that's called. And I left the spine, except for the words there. I covered that up with some trim that I got from April a zillion years ago. And I dyed some seam binding here for the closure. So this is 2 signatures. And we'll just go in here. This is just some scrapbook paper that I had. I had a lot, and I'll show you what I did with that too. This is one of those file folder images that I cut the little tab part of it off and just sewed it onto some scraps to make it kind of oomph. And this little butterfly is so pretty and so autumn colored, and that is from my friend Maria in Germany. I got this tape a long time ago at my local thrift store for like 50 cents. And so we'll just keep on going here. Here's some of her printables, and you can see what I mean when I say that they have the really pretty autumny colors, the rusty reds, the golds, really pretty, really pretty. Graphic 45, there's a tag. I love these flowers, or I don't know why I keep calling them flowers, they're leaves, because they're thick. And here is some little scraps that I turned into envelopes and tags. Decoupage some napkins on there. A lot of her paper is lined, so this kind of went with it. Here's another one of those file folder covers that I just cut differently. And then this is a pocket page here. And as I was printing some of them out, my printer decided to not cooperate, and I got half of one. But you know, I don't throw anything away. So, so I just kind of turned that into a little tag here. And I have these in my Etsy store, by the way. Those antique multiplication tags. And here, just some random paper. Here is the graphic 45 paper that I was trying to match everything with, and it totally did, I think. And here are some more of the little, again, the little file folders that did not print. It was trying to pull 2 pieces of paper out at the same time on my printer. So I just turned it into a little tuck spot on the back of these big tags. Here's some paper, some writing spots. Here's one of her flowers here that I turned into a little tuck spot with a tiny tag. And I've had these stickers forever, and I also got them. I think they were $1 at my thrift store. And this one says, we have had our summer evenings, and now for October eves. And this is one part of a large ephemera that Daisy has. And here's some more of those little images, and they're quite layered. I love it. I don't know if you can tell here, but they look kind of puffy just because of the layering. This is the stuff you wrap around your tree bark to keep animals from eating it when they're little trees. And here's just some ephemera. There's a couple of these in here. They're little tassels that Terry made. Where am I? I don't know. Let's see here. I'll just take that off. Doo-doo. Aren't they cute? There's a couple of those in here. Perfect colors for this. And, this is like my favorite. Look at those colors. So pretty. And some more of those leaves. This is some paper that I got off of her blog, actually, and you should go visit that because every once in a while she'll put up some little freebie images too. And there's the other side of the big ephemera, and I also sprayed everything with some Tattered Angels gold. And I don't know, you probably can't tell at all, but it really, especially on this black, it makes it look almost 3D. It's really pretty. And there's some more pieces of a napkin. This is a napkin on a tag here. And this one I did leave with the tab on it, but you can see what they look like here. The little file folders. Those are so cool. I love them. And another pocket page. This is an ephemera piece. It's a recipe card. Because, you know, you cook a lot in November, right? These are so pretty. I printed this one in particular on presentation paper that was already coffee dyed. And the presentation paper, it's a 32 pound. I love it. It feels like silk. And see, that's what the little file folder things look like. And inside, this is some of her ephemera packs. She's got recipe, old recipe pages in there. And that's what that is. And again, from her blog. And this is some old news print paper. It feels really pretty. Hello there. This I had in my stash. It says Daisy photo. I just thought that was cute because Tsunami Rose is Daisy. Ha! Here's some more for pretty printouts. I love these. Love them, love them, love them. This one is on like a cream colored cardstock. I print things out on different colors of paper as well, so it gives me a little different look on things. Here's another one of those tags that I got at the thrift store a long time ago. And this I layered on this really pretty page. This is from one of her kits as well. And I just layered this on there because look how pretty that is. It totally matches. I love it. I love it. And that's a napkin. Oh, and that is what I wanted to show you. I have a lot of paper, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do with it. I cut it down to size, and I printed her printables on the other side. So I have like double-sided paper. And there's some more of her. These are from the floral paper packs, and I believed I used number 13 and number 18, I want to say. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. This is a vintage napkin that I got down in New Mexico. We went thrift shopping down there during spring break, and I got a huge pile of stuff for $7, and this was one of the ones that was in that pile. and I didn't know what I was going to use it for until I pulled all this out, and I just thought, oh my gosh, how cute. So it's like a little page, and I put another one of Terry's tassels on here, which it's a safety pin, so you could take that off. And then I did sew pockets onto the other side, and that's just some extra writing paper. And made a cute little page with that old napkin, or doily, whatever it was. This is a coffee filter, cleaned of course. This is an old, oh my goodness, an old card that I got from April a zillion years ago, and it looks perfect in here. And there's some more of her little printouts, some more of Daisy's printouts. And I did, on this one, I did, Dolly showed where you can just distress things on the fly. And that's what I did here. So I had a bunch of the Tim Holtz Distress ink. That's what that is. And then I just patted the paper on like this, let it dry, spritzed on my Tattered Angels. Boom. Nice looking page. This is some antique receipt paper. Here's some more of her printouts, and in here is another tag. This one I put a little blue on to draw the blue out of this little flower down here. But I just love these. They're so pretty. So yeah, I just went through and, like I said, I just picked out all of the autumn looking ones. And I still have these, well, I did until until not too long ago. I still have these growing in my front yard. So that's why I printed that one out, even though it was, you know, September, October. I still had those, but we did have a freeze, and now they're gone. There's some more of her big ephemera. And I did a flip out, and I just gessoed, and I gessoed one of her pretty roses on there. This is from Terry also, this music paper. Thank you, Terry. It works beautifully. And you can tuck in here if you'd like. And, oh, I did tuck a little something in there. This is, again, from Daisy's ephemera pieces. It's a little recipe. And we've got a little writing space here. And another flip out with another tag. With another little tucky writing spot back there. I love these leaves. I'm going to have to go to Michael's and get some more. Tiny tag. There's the rest of that big ephemera. Here's a bag that I believe is from Angie, and I Mod Podged a pretty napkin that I believe I also got from her on the front. And here's another tag that, again, I just chopped up some of Daisy's designs and sewed it onto some scrap paper and with some lace. Love it. I think it turned out really, really pretty. And I've had these for quite a while, and I'm so glad I get to use them. Oh, and there's also a tuck back here, and here's just another napkin on some scrap paper. Again, I don't waste anything, so all these little pieces that you see here are Daisy's designs. That's just a backdrop for this little tag that I got from April. And there's another pocket here, and I sewed some scraps into this one to make a little tiny booklet. Isn't that pretty? Ah, love it. So that tucks in here. Oops. Hold it right back out. There we go. And I'm just, you know, I'm trying to do, let's get in the right frame here. There we go. I'm just trying to have, you know, fun with these colors here. And I think I did think I used all that I printed out, one way or the other. Autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower. That's why I keep calling those leaves flowers, I'll bet. This is also from Terry. I just dressed that up and put a little piece of ephemera in here. Here's the other side of that napkin doily, whatever it was, here's the pumpkin pie recipe that you can get from Daisy in one of her ephemera packs. And I think there was like 6 pages of printouts, big, small, all sizes, and they're only $2.50. I mean, my goodness, you can't beat that. And this I asked, but I really did steal it from my husband. He uses metal in his art, and I sweet talked him out of it, but there it is. And again, you could take that off. I thought it was really pretty. And there's some more Daisy's pages, some stamps, and you could do a little tuck here if you'd like. I didn't put one in every page or every tuck, you know, because you'd have your own. I had this from a kit that I have had for ages. I don't even know where I got it anymore. And it's a frame, and I just framed a picture, another one of Daisy's pictures behind it, and made it a little tuck. So pretty. And then, of course, there's the last page. And there we go. That's it. Isn't it gorgeous? I love all the flus. I love it. I love it. All right, so that's my autumn junk journal. And this one is going up in my Etsy store later on this afternoon. So if you're interested, that's where it'll be. I'll put all the links to Daisy's, Tsunami Rose's stuff down below as well, because it is amazing. And you know, I've said it 100 times, you can just mix and match all of her things. You can print out just whatever you need, or if you're like me, you just print out everything. And yeah, they all just work together so well with each other and with what you've already got in your stash, as you can see. So, all right. Everybody have a great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye!